Good morning students. So today we are starting with the new chapter, that is chapter number 2, inverse trigonometry function. Now as you all know about, they have completed the chapter 1 in the last video. Now students, as you are aware of the new syllabus, that is a revised syllabus is declared by the CBSE. Now in the first chapter they have taken all the concept, they have not that much change, only one topic is deleted, that is composite functions and inverse of a function, that is exercise 1.3. so from chapter 1 you can take two things, that is a chapter exercise 1.1 and 1.2, that is in our syllabus, and the question based on it on in the miscellaneous that we have to take in a chapter 1, that we have to consider in a chapter 1. So now let us start with the chapter 2. First the syllabus, let me show you. The revised syllabus of chapter 2 is definition, range, domain and the principal value branch of the inverse trigonometry functions. And the related portion is the graph of the inverse trigonometry functions and elementary property of the inverse trigonometry function. So please students, when you are preparing for the second chapter, keep in mind these things, as these things are important for your board exam. So now let me start our next chapter number 2. Now chapter number 2 is, you know that inverse trigonometry function. In this is your revised syllabus that I discussed. Now before starting few things, let us see the graph of the trigonometric functions. So here the graph of sine function, you can see this graph. Now keep in mind students, why we are see this graph, because of the value of the function, as the inverse of function is related, but we know about the 1 and onto function and definition of the inverse function, that when the function having a inverse, when it is 1 and onto, this is most important topic students, 1 and onto. So when your function is 1 and onto, then only its inverse exists, that we know. Okay, so now here you can see why it is not 1. This function is not 1. Yes, it is onto, because your function sine function is from r to closed interval -1 to +1, as sine is taking all the values from -1 to 1. यहाँ पे जो सारे वैल्यूज होंगे, यू कैन स्टार्ट फ्रॉम -1 टू +1, सभी के लिए आपको एंगल्स मिलेंगे रियल नंबर. ओके, सो दैट sin x इज इक्वल्स टू दैट वैल्यू. ओके, सो देयरफॉर दिस फंक्शन इज ऑन टू, बट 1 यहाँ पे सेटिस्फाई नहीं हो रहा है. वाई? फॉर दिस लेट मी सी द एग्जांपल्स. स्टूडेंट, हियर यू कैन सी this. What is the meaning of this? That sin 0 is equals to 0. Then here, what is it? Sin pi is equals to 0. Then here, sin 2 pi is equals to 0. Then here, sin minus pi is equals to sin minus 2 pi is equals to 0. Here you can know the zeros of the sine function, the sine n pi. Okay, these are the n pi are the zeros of this all. So 0, pi, 2 pi, 3 pi, 4 pi, you will get the value 0. So here you can see कि यहाँ पे सारे different points है, that is 0, pi, 2 pi, 3 pi, 4 pi, 5 pi. For that you are getting the same value. That means different elements have not the different images, and therefore we can say sine function is not 1. Here you can check for here also कि 1 के लिए कैसे कितनी वैल्यू मिलेगी, तो pi by 2. Okay, then here 3 pi by 2. Similarly you can go further and you can check. So यहाँ पे सारे बहुत सारे ऐसे एंगल्स है जिसके लिए हमें सेम वैल्यू मिल रही है, that we know. So therefore your sine function is not 1. Similarly you can check is cos is 1 or not. So let us see the graph of a cos function. Here you can see student, this is the graph of the cos function. Cos is again the function from r. Cos is a function from r to -1, which is not 1 but onto. Why not 1? Because you can check the values. अब 0 के लिए चेक कर लो, सो पाई बाई 2 पे 0 होगा, 3 पाई बाई 2 माइनस पाई बाई 2 माइनस 3 पाई बाई 2 एंड सो ऑन। So cos is also not 1 1. Similarly, let me see check the graph of the tan function. Is it 1 1? Is it 1 1? Yes students, you know from the graph that it is not 1 1 because you can find out the zeros only. You can check for 0. Actually there are so many things other angle, मतलब कि 0 के लिए भी आपको सेम मिलेगा, 30 डिग्री के लिए भी आपको सारी वैल्यू सेम मिलेगी. Okay, 30 degree, then here, okay, pi plus 30, you know that this all values are same. So there are so many points we can find out in a domain where the image is same. So therefore this is not 1 1. Similarly, you can check the cot function. You can see this graph, these are the zeros. So it is also not 1 1. Cosec, again you can find out their values. Here the values are same, so function is not 1 1. Next, cosec, the function is not 1 1. So here you have seen students that all the function from sine to sec, sine, cos, tan, cot, sec and cosec, all functions are onto but not 1 1. And as the function is not 1 1, therefore we cannot find the inverse of the function directly. So what we can do for the finding inverse of the function? So a function is 1 1 for this. You can remember this. A function, you know this all things. The function is 1 1 and onto, then only its inverse exists. So this function are not 1 1 as you have seen from the graph. So for finding the inverse of this function, what we will do? We will restrict its domain. मतलब कि उसका domain हम थोड़ा सा restrict करेंगे, redefine करेंगे. For sine function, r2 minus 1 to 1. Okay. Oh sorry, for your sine function is from r2 minus 1 1 closed interval. So if we restrict a domain that is r to the closed interval minus pi by 2 to pi by 2, then let us see what can be happened. Let me see again the graph of the sine function. Here, look students, if we are restricting domain from minus pi by 2 to plus pi by 2, now in this interval, have you seen any value where these values are repeated? Okay, here in the interval of minus pi by 2 to plus pi by 2, we are getting the different value. Similarly, pi by 2 to 3 pi by 2, again you will get the different value for the each and every. Okay, each and every angle you will get the different value. So अगर हम उसका डोमेन रिस्ट्रिक्ट करें, मतलब कि रीडिफाइन करें इन दिस इंटरवल वेयर माइनस पाई बाई 2 और पाई बाई 2 to 3 पाई बाई 2 और 3 पाई बाई 2 to 5 पाई बाई 2. सिमिलरली माइनस पाई बाई 2 to here माइनस 3 पाई बाई 2 to पाई बाई माइनस पाई बाई 2 और माइनस पाई बाई 2 to 3 माइनस 3 पाई बाई 2. ये सारे जो इंटरवल है इसके अंदर आपका साइन फंक्शन 1 1 दिखेगा in this interval, not on r. Okay, only in these intervals the function is 1 1. So in these intervals we can define the inverse of the sine function. So here that's why. So therefore what we are having, if we restrict the domain of the sine function to minus pi by 2 to pi by 2, then it will become 1 1 and onto with the range minus 1 to 1. Okay, its range is remain same. Now what we are doing? We are restricting domain. So now your sine function we are defining from minus pi by 2 to plus pi by 2 to minus 1 to 1. Now in this case it will become 1 1 and onto, and therefore its inverse we can find out. So therefore now we can define the inverse of sine function. So, and as we have seen in that, so not the line I am reading here, that actually we can restrict the domain to any of the interval that I have explained just now. So sine inverse is the defined from, now when you are defining the sine inverse, then it is a to b, then we have to define from b to a. So it is minus 1 1 to minus pi by 2 and pi by 2, and it is called the inverse of the sine function. Now students, be clear with the notation sine inverse and sine whole inverse. Okay, when you are given that sine theta inverse, इसका मीनिंग होता है 1 upon sine theta. Okay, and when you are defined sine inverse, that means it is the inverse function of sine. मतलब कि sine angle क्या करते हैं? Therefore theta for any angle we are getting some value, that is sine theta. But sine inverse is for any value we are getting angle, so that is the sine inverse function. So please students, don't be confused with the notation. The notation is sine inverse, okay, not sine whole inverse, because we are making mistakes in writing this. So as sine whole inverse means 1 upon sine, the theta you can add, so 1 upon sine theta. Now this is the definition of the sine inverse function, and I hope now you are clear with the definition. So you may note down these all things in your notebook. Now the concept is, from the inverse trigonometry function is the domain, okay, definition, domain, range, and the principal branch value of this trigonometry function. So what is the domain of the sine inverse function? So here domain is -1 to 1, okay, and range we can say range is minus pi by 2 to plus pi by 2, okay. Now what we can say, the principal value branch of the inverse function, that is the branch of the sine inverse function with the range minus pi by 2 to plus pi by 2. जो हमने बेसिकली डिफाइन किया माइनस पाई बाई 2, इट इज कंसिडर्ड एज अ प्रिंसिपल वैल्यू ब्रांच ऑफ द साइन इनवर्स फंक्शन. So students, now you are clear with this. This is the definition of the sine inverse function. In this domain and range are given to you. Okay. So now let us see the second definition, that is the obviously cos inverse of function. Before that, here we have defined see the graph of the inverse function. Okay, this is the graph of the sine inverse function, but it is not in your syllabus, so we are not discussing much on it. Only we are saying this. Next, cos inverse of the function. Now again you know that cos inverse is not a 1-1 function, so what you have to do? We have to redefine or restrict its domain at the interval. So let me see, it is this interval or not. So for this we are checking the graph of cos function. Now students, here you have a graph. So first 0 to pi, 0 to pi. Why we are not taking minus pi by 2 to plus pi by 2 here? Okay, we can take this also now. Why we are not taking this? Because at this point you can take here or 30 degree, you will get this. Okay, this point. We know that cos minus theta is equals to cos theta. So cos 30 degree is same as cos minus 30 degree. So that's why this interval we cannot consider. So आपको interval ऐसा consider करना पड़ेगा जहाँ पे cos की value repeat ना हो रही हो. So that's why we are taking 0 to pi. Now here we are taking 0 to pi, where the value is this. Okay, so in this interval you can check here to the here. So this is your graph of the inverse function. So no, sorry, for this interval it will become 1-1. Similarly at this pi to 2 pi, again your function will become 1-1. Similarly minus pi by 2 to 0, function will become 1-1. Similarly, minus 2 pi to minus pi, function will become 1-1. So therefore, we can restrict its domain to the intervals 0 to pi, 0 to pi, pi to 2 pi, 2 pi to 3 pi. In the this side, minus pi to 0, minus 2 pi to minus pi, so on. So there are so many intervals where we can restrict its domains. Now, corresponding to each such interval, we get the branch of the cos inverse function, and the branch with 0 to pi is called the principal value branch of the cos inverse function. So for sine inverse function, remember the principal value branch is minus pi by 2 to plus pi by 2. For the cos inverse of function, the principal value branch is a 0 to pi, and your cos inverse is now defined from, okay, where we are restricting its domain cos function from r, at the place of r we are taking 0 to pi to minus 1 to plus 1. So therefore cos inverse can be defined from reverse, that is minus 1 1 to closed interval 0 to pi, and this is the definition of the cos inverse function. So in this we have seen the definition of cos inverse function, the domain and codomain of the cos inverse function. This is a domain and this is codomain, or range we can say. This is the range of the function 0 to pi. Okay students, so with this here, now let me see the next definition of the trigonometric function, that is the cos inverse tan inverse. So let me see graph of the cos inverse function and then tan inverse function. Again tan is not 1 1. Here tan function is defined from r minus, so all the zeros we have to minus. Okay, where tan is not defined, we know that where the tan is not defined, at 90, okay, then multiple of odd multiple of 90, tan is not defined. Okay, that's why here x interval tan is defined from r minus all those x where x is equals to 2n plus 1 pi by 2 n belongs to z, to r is not a 1 1 function, because we have seen in the graph. So now we have to restrict its domain. So we have to restrict its domain to the intervals open interval minus 3 pi by 2 to minus pi by 2, minus pi by 2 to plus pi by 2. But remember, this is an open interval, not closed. Why it is not closed? Because yes, at the place of minus 3 pi by 2, pi by 2, minus pi by 2, plus pi by 2, at all this, for this all angle, our tan function is not defined, and therefore we have to take an open interval. Okay. Now what can be the principal branch? So this interval minus pi by 2 to plus pi by 2. The open interval minus pi by 2 plus pi by 2. So that will call the principal value branch of the tan function, and tan function is defined from r all the values, because tan is taking all the values, r to minus pi by 2 to plus pi by 2. Its value will be in between minus pi by 2 to plus pi by 2, and hence this is the definition of the tan inverse function, and this is the graph of the tan inverse function. Now students, today we are doing this much up to the definition of tan inverse function. Remember what we have studied today. First, definition of the sine inverse, cos inverse and tan inverse function, its domain and codomain, and principal value branch. Now students, you have a problem. Why they write that principal value branch? Because as you can know that all the trigonometric functions are defined with so many different intervals. So when you are write down that the value of tan inverse of 1, okay, when we are writing, the question is tan inverse of 1. So what can be tan inverse of 1? You can easily say pi by 4, but but another value is also there, okay, like 3 pi by 5 pi by 4. Okay, then we can say, so there are so many values are there. For this, the function value of tan will be 1. So for the uniqueness of the values, we have to take the principal value branch that we have seen in the 11th class also, that for the uniformity it is defined like this, and therefore this is the Worldwide this is acceptable as a principal value branch. So if they have nothing to given, they have going to find out the value of tan inverse of 1, but interval is not defined. In that case answer will be pi by 4. Okay, they ask that value of sine inverse of 0, the interval is not given, then sine inverse of 0 is 0. But if they have defined that in the interval pi by 2 to 3 pi by 2, then your value will be sine 2 pi. Okay, so remember students, like this the value will be defined, and this is called the principal value branch of the function. So today we are stopped here. In the next class we will see another 3 functions, that is a sec inverse, cosec inverse and cot inverse. Till that, stay home, be study well. Thank you and have a nice day.